If you're new to photo editing and you want to fast track your learning, I think this method's going to help you out. We're going to be using Luminar Neo, not just because it's my favorite photo editor, but for people just getting started with photo editing, it's so much easier to learn than the likes of Photoshop, Lightroom, On1, etc. Because even with a minimal amount of knowledge, you can achieve excellent results right from the outset. And one of the ways that it's able to do that is with the use of presets. But we're not going to be using presets in the conventional way. We're actually going to use them to deconstruct the tools that go into certain looks so that we can understand what tools are applied when and what effect they have on certain photos. And then once we understand that, we can take that knowledge and start to implement that in our own photo editing. If you don't have Luminar Neo yet, now is a great time to get hold of it because they're currently running a 3-year anniversary promotion. I'll put a link to that in the description below. And in case you missed out on that promotion by the time you're watching this video, I'll also put a discount code in the description as well that will save you some money regardless. All right, let's get into the editing. So all we need to do to start exploring how this works is to open up one of our photos by double clicking it and then come into the presets tab at the top here. On the right, you'll see the suggestion of for this photo. And the AI has analyzed the photo and it now gives us a recommendation of preset selections that it think would work well for this photo. But all of these categories down here ship with Luminar Neo as standard, so you're free to just explore any of them. So let's jump into the scenery collection here, and it's just a case of looking through the presets and seeing which one you like the look of or exploring what's going on to create that effect. So for example, with more volume, you can see that we've had a complete sky swap done for this photo, and it's really easy to see how that was done by jumping into the edit section, and this is where all the tools exist for our photo edits. But for us to be able to see how this was transformed from our original through to this new version with the sky in the background, we just come to the edit stack. And this is just a record or a history of every tool that has gone into this photo to create this look. And we can click on the bottom one and that shows us the very first tool that's been applied. And you can see that that is Sky AI, a really powerful and useful tool in Luminar Neo that identifies where the current sky is and then replaces it with a sky of your choosing. And so this sky is already built into this particular preset. And from there, each subsequent tool just adds onto the look to create the final look with that preset. But let's dig a bit deeper. Let's go into a different section. Let's go into easy landscapes and see what they're doing for us. So if we look at the very top one, long exposure, and we were to compare that to snowfall, for example, you might wonder, well, which tools is it that gives us that distinctive look between long exposure and snowfall? Where are the differences? If I want to create this kind of look, what do I need to do? Or long exposure? Well, like I showed you, all we need to do is select the preset, come to edit, and then jump into this history state of all the tools that have been applied. And here you can see that we have 6 tools that go towards making up this edit. So let's toggle the before and after just by clicking this eye tool down here. And you can see that that is quite a distinctive edit. So how's it made up? Well, we just click on one of these at a time. And we always want to start at the bottom of the stack because each subsequent tool building on the last one. So start at the bottom and let's have a look what's going on. Enhance AI is one of the most powerful tools inside of Luminar Neo. If I flick the before and after, you can see it's doing so much heavy lifting in terms of color, contrast, clarity in the photo. There's so much going on and it's all down to this one slider, Accent AI. If I push it all the way to 100, you can see that it really does do so much in the way of changing this photo. And this tool alone is one of the reasons why I think Luminar Neo is so great for new photographers, because with the addition of just this tool and you set the slider to where you want it, you can literally edit your photos with that tool only, before and after. But obviously we want to get more nuanced than that, so let's learn another tool. So this is landscape. What is this doing for us? Well, let's toggle the eye tool, which just shows us the before and after of this tool only, which is different from the eye tool at the bottom, which is a complete before and after of any tool being applied. The eye icon to the right of a tool's name just turns that tool only on and off. And you can see that this is quite hard to see what's going on. So I would just recommend grab a slider and push it all the way. It doesn't look good, but at least you know exactly what it's doing to your photo. And once you understand what it's doing, it's easier to understand, okay, this is why they only put in about 15% of this particular look. before and after. They tickled in a tiny amount of golden hour as well, and if we crank that up, we can also see what's going on. Let's jump into the color section, and at first glance, nothing is changing. But if I toggle the before and after, there is a very, very subtle adjustment going on. And that is because we have this whole section underneath, HSL, and that refers to 3 properties of color: hue, saturation, and luminance. And we can access all of those. And if you don't understand what they are, well, that's why we're doing this exploration here. You can see that the green slider has been dropped to -10. So like, okay, what's going on there? Let's just push it a bit further. Okay, it's taking away all of that color from the greens. So whoever created this preset decided, you know what? I don't like a really vibrant green. I just want to desaturate that slightly. Okay, now I get it. Let's move on to color harmony. Okay, they've bumped up the brilliance by +5. What's the brilliance? Well, again, hard to see. And they should be hard to see because usually with a preset, you want to build up your tool subtly. You don't want to go so heavy-handed with things because your photo editing can look really obnoxious really quickly. But for the sake of understanding what these tools are doing, dive into these presets, play around with the sliders, go, okay, I see what this tool is doing, I understand it, and now I kind of get why they're just wanting to tickle in a small amount of that. For the final touch in this one, they just added some super contrast, which is a really great way of controlling the contrast specifically in your highlights, in your midtones, and in the shadows as well. So you can brighten shadows up, darken them down. You really have a lot of control with this tool. And finally, they've just dropped in a little bit of a vignette. What's that? Well, let's push the amount of that slider quite heavily so we can clearly see what it's doing before and after. So if you are struggling to see exactly what a tool is doing, that's why I recommend grabbing the slider and being aggressive, pushing it one way and then the other so you can clearly see what effect that has on a photo. That's how you're going to learn these tools. And once you understand them and you toggle your original and your after, you've now got an understanding of how that look was made up. And then as a comparison, you can apply a different preset, again, come into the edit stack and just see what's different, what's similar, what's different. Okay, we got some structure AI as a starting point for this one. And structure AI, just like enhance AI, is such a powerful tool in Luminar Neo. This is our before and after with 100%. You can see just what a massive impact that tool can have. But they've doubled up the structure AI with Enhance AI. From there, they've applied a similar application of landscape, but the final version that we saw is very desaturated, as you can see here. So what's going on? Well, if we jump into the color section and we toggle the before and after of that particular tool, there you go. We've nailed it. This is where the change is. But you can see that the saturation and the vibrant slider haven't changed. You might have expected to see that saturation sat somewhere there, but it's not. So what's going on? Well, again, let's dig a little deeper and understand the tool. Okay, hue. Well, if we're changing the actual color, that's not what's going to be desaturating this photo. Okay, let's come into the saturation section. Aha, here we go. We can clearly see now that most of the color that makes up this photo has been dropped into the negative territory. So that is why we're getting a desaturated look from this through to this. Now, the good folk at Skylum are actually sponsoring this video because they wanted me to let you know that they're currently doing a giveaway of a DJI Osmo 3 and a Fujifilm X-M5. All you need to do is go to the link in the description and fill out your details. It's that simple. As part of that, they're also doing quite a cool point system where if you get enough points, you can get yourself a free license of Luminar Neo. And it's really simple stuff like going to their website, following them on Instagram or Facebook, stuff like that. It's all there in the details in the link below. This is a more problematic photo. We've got no real clarity because of the fog. So how would we process this? Again, if you came to the edit section, you may not know where to start, particularly if you're a beginner. So what I would again recommend, jump into the presets, come back to the main menu, and from here, let's go into the scenery collection and just have a little look whether there's any of these options that we particularly like. Let's suppose clear skies looks like it's adding quite a bit of clarity to this photo. So let's apply that and find out how it's doing it. So I'll jump into the edit section once more, come into the edits tab, and here we go, we've got our list. So if we jump down to the bottom, when you become more advanced with your editing, you may be starting in this develop raw section right here. So for example, I might want to actually start manipulating the curve and creating more contrast that way. And it's a really powerful way to work with your photos when you understand what you're doing. But if you're just starting out and you don't know how to work with things like curves, for one, you're not going to know that this is the right tool to start with. And for two, you may not know how to achieve this particular result. So I'm just going to reset that. And most of the presets that we use don't actually use Develop Raw. They just use the really simple slider-based tools. So in this example, we've actually kickstarted not with Enhance AI this time. The first tool that they've applied is Structure AI. So let's look at the before and after, and straight away you can see just how much clarity and punch that brings to the image. And you can see that's set at 35, but okay, what about if I put a bit more of that in? Oh yeah, for this image, that might work really well. Perhaps that's too much. Oh look, we can actually take this in a negative direction. Oh, that's interesting. It gives it a kind of painterly quality. By playing around with these sliders, you get to learn what certain tools do and how they affect an image. So after they've applied Structure AI, they've decided Enhance AI would be a great addition. And here you can see that not only have they put in Accent AI, which you can see goes a little too far if we push that too high because it's compounding on top of Structure AI. So we may want to just keep that where they've already set that, okay. But they've also added Sky Enhancer AI. And as I start to push that up, you'll see that it enhances the blue. As we get really aggressive with that, it starts to create a halo effect around the tree, which isn't really what we want. So now you understand that that can be an artifact of going too heavy with Sky Enhancer AI. You now know that you might need to be a bit more reserved with its application. So here's our before and after with Enhance AI. All right, what have they done with color? Have they actually made any changes here? All right, we've dropped the greens in the saturation. What if we grab the actual saturation slider itself and move that? Oh, okay. Now we're starting to understand, you can create a black and white if you desaturate the photo. We can boost in more colors into an otherwise quite lifeless file if we push the saturation up. Or we have the option to kind of go 50-50 and do a semi-black and white, semi-color look. And the final step in that preset was just adding some small details in. And that's the kind of thing that you can really see if you zoom in close. Let's see the before and after, before and after. You can see how those small details are starting to add definition to the photo. But the consequence of adding more definition and bringing more detail is if you have a noisy photo, it's going to start to bring up some of that level of noise as well. But these are just all useful things that we can find out by applying presets and examining them. So this was our before and this was our after with that preset, and we now understand how that level of clarity was produced. This method of backward engineering presets to really understand which tools are going into a certain look and how they affect that image, it's a great way to learn. But if you really want to fast track your learning, I've put together a complete beginner all the way through to mastery Luminar Neo course. I'm currently doing a 50% discount as my way of saying thank you to my viewers. So you can check that out in the link below, and that will really accelerate your learning of photo editing. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the course.